Hello, Cancer. Your turn for your energy reading. Today I'm going to do a Mercury retrograde because we have also a full moon in Pisces, but Mercury retrograde has gone into Pisces as well. So a lot of intense emotions happening for each and one of us. So I just thought I would do that and do it a little bit different. Try to add more to the channel, more to each week when I do the energy readings. Um, do keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not for all of you, but for some of you. So let's get into it. First, what I want to address to what I'm doing this week is the first few cards are what are you projecting out into the world? What are you doing? And then what's going on with you inside. And the other cards to the side is what you want to say to the world. What do you want to say to someone or a situation that you've been going through? Similar to that. Anyways, let's get in to the reading. And I did shuffle the cards ahead of time, so if you were wondering, I was like, you put all these cards right here. This was at the bottom, the Chariot in reverse. And the cards that came out was the Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, and High Priestess. So I'm feeling right away for some of you Cancer, not all of you. I feel like you're going through a period of time right now, especially with this whole retrograde. It's a very emotional time for you. And with Pisces being in the full moon and in retrograde, there's a lot of things you're looking back on, I feel like. And a lot of that, I feel like, has to do with your direction. With the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the feeling, you're trying to create something in life. You're trying to manifest, and you're also waiting on something in your life. Now, with the Queen of Wands, I'm really feeling right away you could be dealing with an air sign, possibly. I really don't like to put a lot of the names on, oh, this is who you're dealing with, because you never know. But I just wanted to throw that out. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you've got to be clear on what is okay and what's not okay. And also, too, with the Queen of Swords, she cuts through the lies, the deception. She cuts through for what it is. And she's clear. And, with her hand like that, you need to be clear on your direction. I feel like a lot of you are not very clear on your direction. Now, with the Ace of Wands, Pisces also got this too. You need to take your power. And I don't mean in a deceptive way. You need to gain back the ability of your confidence, because a lot of you are lacking it right now, and it's very hard. I do understand with these emotions and stuff. And then the High Priestess. So it's very important when you're trying to project things out in the world, when you're trying to manifest things in the world, keep in mind, do listen to your intuition, whether that intuition is God or spirit or source. Do take the thought, do take the notice of listening to your higher self, I suggest. Because sometimes we can get wrapped up, especially with that, in the air, in clouds. And then, you have to know what is true to you. But also, too, we as Cancer signs, just like Pisces, we can get swooped up in the illusion of things. So a lot of what I feel like a lot of you Cancers have been dealing with is hard over mind issues. Is you've got to really think not so much outside of the box. I don't know why that came to my mind, but think so much, stay grounded, stay in your truth, because it's a lot of in and out energy, I feel like, with this retrograde. And that's kind of what I'm feeling with the Ace of Wands. It's easy to go where your emotions go, but also too, you need to stay in your heart center, and you need to, open your mind to what is really true. And it's very hard, especially I heard this recently for Cancers too. It's easy to go by on our emotions, or to let our emotions ride. And with Pisces, Some of you could be dealing with a lot of confusion right now, a lot of things unclear, especially when it comes to the direction in your life. Now, what's going on with you inside? You have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the World card, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't always read it by like right side, left side, or reverse, or just with the cards. I try to go on the energy of the card. I'm feeling with this, you have to be careful where your energy is lying, because a lot of you want to give, I feel like. But also, to some of you, you have to be willing to decide on who you're willing to give to, who you're willing not to give to. And also, too, with the Knight of Wands, I feel like, with this in and out energy, filling with so much emotions right now, and it can get very tense and stressful, especially for you Cancers. I feel like, don't be in a rush or a hurry to make a decision. Because you got the World card coming up after that. I feel like, you have to be willing to ground yourself before you come into balance. And I feel like a lot of what you're going through inside, you want progress, you want growth, you want harmony. And maybe you're not feeling like that when it comes to, what you're projecting out here is affecting your heart, is affecting things that are coming up for you. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I'm feeling, you know, you have to be willing to not just think logically on what is your best outfit, best outcome of a situation, but what is ultimately going to make the Cancer happy. And I just feel like, when it comes, especially you got the Eight of Cups and then the Queen of Cups, a lot of in and out energy you're feeling. You're feeling 1 minute happy, excited, and then, you're having to deal with this change. Because that's, the cycle is changing for Cancers, I feel like, and we're trying to, evolve with this current change, evolve into more of, not just going with our emotions, but clearly understanding what is true versus what's false and fake and phony and what's not going to work. And then what you want to tell people, or what you've been dealing with in a situation. I kind of had it that way because it could be either or. You have the Hermit card. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or an Earth sign. You have the Ten of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords, and then you have the 10. So a lot of changes when it comes to, what you really want in this life. And I feel like what you're trying to tell to the world, you're trying to not give into, feeling stuck. And I feel like you want to get out of this stuck energy. You want this to be something that's ultimately happy, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a family. I feel like a lot of you may have missed out on something, or feel like you're missing out on something. I just feel like, a lot of it has to do with expanding, growing, evolving, whether it's planting your seeds somewhere, whether it's family, a dynamic. Because a lot of you, you know, you want things to be something substantial, something tangible that you can touch almost. And almost with the Hermit, it kind of says, things will come to you eventually, whether it's this stuck energy when it comes to fate and destiny, or when it comes to things that aren't changing or working for you. So the universe is not against you, I feel like, Cancer, but we have to be willing to be thankful for those, even their little blessings in disguise. And this is about inheritance, this is money. There could be possible money coming to some of you Cancers. But I also, too, when it comes to with the Ten of Cups, I always think of this as a marriage card celebration. Some of you could be having a celebration of some kind. But I just feel like, and then that, some of you want a family. Especially with the Ten of Cups, you want to plant your seeds. You want stop having to, the stuck energy. You want things that are, whether you don't want a family or you already have a family, but you want to take something to the next level, I feel like, in your life, Cancers. Whether that is family or you just want to take your family to the next level. Maybe you want to move. But I do feel like money is coming for you. Money is here. The universe is here. God is here for you to help you and direct you. But don't rush when it comes to something that seems out of reach, seems like you can't attain it, because it's really easy to get in our head, to get our emotions, to get into this icky feeling like, are we giving more than we're receiving, or are we receiving as much as we give? So do be careful with your emotions during this time. Hope that helps you, one of you Cancers. Bye bye.